AESPA's back.
Bro.
You know what I thought? This was like a B-side because they did that whole Apple placement, right?
Well, sorry to
Damn.
pause, but I do have to say, I do like that this is not like your traditional. I know that it had teasers and stuff, but it had an air of something different is brewing.
Yeah,
And I really like that because part of the reason, that's why AESPA became so famous, right? To begin with. That was SM's shot at like, let's do things differently.
Correct.
Let's break the internet. Let's do this hyper reality thing, superficial shit.
And
artificial.
bring Mavis into the picture.
Exactly. And then that's why we like AESPA, right?
Yeah.
And also the competition at the moment is very high in terms of music video making.
Yes,
and music also. SM, especially inside SM. Like Rise had one of the best albums of the year, if not the best. Obviously you have, well, I don't know, Kai is still part of SM, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's Becky on who's like in beef with him.
And
And Dio,
Dio is out.
But Kai had a very good comeback. Musically speaking, I don't know what's happening with the EXO boys. Super Junior have been doing good things musically as well. Red Velvet have been doing things quite musically nice in the past, like since last year. So and aespa, Armageddon, and like that was really good musically. So my expectations.
And there's
Hearts to Hearts. So inside SM, the standard at the moment is very, very fucking high. So my expectations for this are also through the roof. Like they have to shoot for heads. Like this has to be one of the best music videos of the year.
And it has to be innovative, and I think that's what aespa always brings to the table.
And so far, they have been doing that with the promotion of this.
Yes,
so
I agree.
Come on, mate.
Let's go.
If you're a member, you'll get the uncut version of this. So do become a member. And shout out SM for always showing us love.
Play nicely. Oh, that we're gonna get drunk, I'm something.
That is sick. Nice. That is actually so good.
That's dirty work. Bold, ice, cold. Work. The old world, fear in their eyes. I'm always watching. Call me the reaper. Do the hard things. Make me feel like a thunder.
I like that chromatic too. The chromatic change is nice. Whoever Yeah, so this is aespa. This is the aespa I know. Nice.
They're all pretty as fuck.
That drum fill was so sick.
Real bad business, that's dirty. We're twerking, yeah? They did.
The banger. This is
Fucking hell, they win.
Oh yeah.
But, okay.
Stop. This is high level pop.
I'm not gonna say who comes to mind when it comes to a song that's like immensely disruptive and stuff, but I will say this. Obviously different genre and stuff, but you can't, this is quite, what the fuck is this?
No idea.
Damn, look at these girls.
Say now.
This is quite interesting because this is like the perfect example of why or how you can do a fairly it's monotonous. It plays to that cyclical nature of the chorus and is actually in the same note that the da 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 da. It just has the up at the end, but it's like fairly it has an air of monotony to be able to be so catchy. You can be disruptive in this sense while still being musically intricate in other ways. You have an interesting and difficult drum fill to signal into the chorus. You have a bizarre chromatic harmonies towards the end of singing phrases, and you're musical.
Yeah.
This song is musical.
No, and I love a lot of elements about this because visually it has a lot of like influences for like the early 2000s pop girls of.
They were always dirty on the floor and shit, right?
Christina Aguilera sort of like idea comes like that's the first thing that pops into my brain. But there's a
like
lot
a
of
better version of it.
No, but this is like elevated.
Yeah,
like
it's like way better than that.
It has influences. I would take like it has inspirations of something else. However, though, it is so very good in terms of what they've done because it doesn't lose the trademark of aespa. Like
Never.
It's not completely out of the norm of to hear aespa doing some chromatic harmonies.
Nope, they've done it before.
In a very monotonous or like a monotone chorus. Like that's not new. We've heard it.
It's like part of their sound. Like
Predominantly more in like their recent projects. So like the Armageddon, the Supernova, you have those principles already running as a theme for aespa, and it sort of solidifies the sound of who they are. Their visuals are just insane.
It's always difficult to win like an award for like best music video of the year if aespa hasn't released.
It's true.
It's very difficult, I think, in Korean pop at the moment. And I do know that obviously SM's favorite girls at the moment are these girls.
Well, they pull in the most numbers. Let's
Correct.
be honest.
But it's very hard, I think, to win music video of the year if aespa hasn't released at the time.
No,
And
but
there's-
this is a winner. This is about to, wipe out every single billboard and music bank.
and everyone's gonna want to know the choreo.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Everyone's is rhythmical enough so that people will also stream this highly and will not stream it for the irony of it and then force themselves to like it. This is a very easy song to fall in
this
love
is
with.
very likable. Also, there is something that I love about this, that it has enough, because it's a common criticism for K-pop,
Yep.
Korean pop at the moment, that it has become so international that it has been losing the Korean lyricism throughout the whole of the tracks. Like, they don't have like purely Korean songs anymore. That's something that the netizens have been commenting about.
Because that is true actually.
It's
Before it
become
used to be the
so-
couple of English words,
Correct.
everything else Korean, and now it's actually a bit of Korean, and majority of it is English.
Or you have a big chorus that is all in English, or
True.
something like that. That didn't used to happen before. But however, though, I think that plays to this particular song's advantage, especially because it creates that whole call and response element. It doesn't matter where in the world you're gonna be singing the song back.
Yeah, I mean, majority of the song is in English.
Yeah, you have parts in the verse that are like in Korean, but
The bridge has like a couple of 3 lines in Korean, and then obviously Karina's first verse. It has
it is not particularly heavy in the lyricism,
No.
which I think
you can
again it which I think again it plays to its advantage.
Well, it's a fucking pop song. That's completely fine. It was Jung Moo Hwa who penned the lyrics.
Nice, that's cool. Though.
Very, very obviously hip hop
Who
driven.
composed this? Who produced this?
It
Because
was the
producing is
same-
awesome.
The predecessor to Whiplash. It is the
Armageddon?
same writer as. Yes, it was composer.
What?
Oh,
Writers?
Evan Blair.
Evan Blair.
Dove Cameron, the Bella Porch. He likes to make very much pop. Weirdly enough, though, it's been a while, I think, since I've heard him do things a bit like this.
This is nice though. This is very sort of like experimental.
Like
thought-
Toxic Till the End. That's Evan.
Nice. I thought it was going to be the same girl that wrote Armageddon. I thought she might be involved in this because he has sort of like the same aesthetic, but I think that's just SM doing SM things.
Lay, which I'm not familiar with. Elijah, I
Elijah
don't know who
Knoll.
that is. Up Soul,
Upsall.
I don't know either.
New
So
names, huh?
quite interesting, but the
Cool.
arrangement was Evan and Lay. So interesting. I
Like-
would say musically,
This is a winner.
this is the way to be disruptive, in my opinion. Obviously, that doesn't mean that my opinion is correct. It is my fucking opinion. But it does mean that some songs are more musical than others.
Yes.
And you can do live arrangements to this. aespa, to me, have never been like... They're one of the strongest products, I think, that Korea has made in a very long time. Because it's very easy to categorize aespa. It's very easy to buy a product from aespa. It's very easy to know what you're going to get served with aespa.
disruptors from the beginning, from like Black Mamba. You knew that this was completely new age.
I
that
just-
there was nothing like it.
I just actually think their arrangements live are a detriment to the girls'
I agree.
live ability because they're actually good live performers and they're good live singers. But I feel sometimes this is again just personal choice. I would like to see it more raw. I would like to see it more
I think with
unfiltered.
This sort of, with this sort of like sound aesthetic,
It's
very
doable
difficult.
though. It's doable.
It's
They're
very
good
difficult
enough.
to do that though, and live up to both the performance expectation as well as the vocal delivery. I don't have anything against aespa singing live.
Hell no.
Particularly, I think they're an excellent.
I think they
product
want.
live.
I think they
Yeah.
want to do more raw stuff.
Yeah.
But
I just think their aesthetic is not that's not their product though.
But they are gonna come to London. I don't
SM
know.
Town.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go, but obviously there will still be fan cams and stuff, and part of our team will likely be there. So we will know regardless. There's another version.
With Flo Milli.
I got the answer, I'll take my chances. Open your eyes, come and bite me. Sharp teeth, cold stare. Real pep in this dirty word. Real pep in this dirty word. I can see it in his eyes. I can tell he wanna eat it. I can tell he wanna bite. If play me.
That's funny as fuck because that could be a double bass, and this could turn jazz double time.
He gon' wish he never tried. I know how to do him crazy. Fuck his up and make him cry. Dirty work. Show you how to make it till
Yeah,
you hurt.
hit me with the 16, so then you'll be like,
I don't trust anyone. Ask me if I give a fuck. Surprise, fierce, like real blood in my
"That's dirty
Nice, I
work.
guess. I don't think it was needed
Is that
because I actually
dirty
thought.
Flowy.
No, I actually thought this was one of the best aespa raps. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I thought it was so
Yeah,
strong. in
Big up,
terms
big up,
of, like,
Flo.
yeah.
I have no idea who she is. I don't know
No,
what she
first
does.
time I'm listening to her. Yeah.
But I genuinely thought aespa that was one of the best like aespa rapping sections.
Also, because it was like sort of like in the same vibe. Oh, that chorus comes in so hard. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Anyways, well, there it is.
Okay.
But let us know what you thought.